stage 5 from Agadir to Smara, and people were beginning to get tired. This innocent crash, one of many. One of the star entries, though, was this Swiss Aprilia sidecar. What a way to do the Dakar. Cyril Dupre on his Gauloise KTM clinched third on the stage, but held second overall. Mark Comer from Spain was second on the stage and was now the leading Repsol KTM rider. But it was Andy Caldicott who clinched his first ever Dakar stage victory to propel him into the overall lead of the event with his KTM Australia 660 machine. Things were tight though. Tyres were getting pushed right to the limit on the stage, and he was lucky to get to the finish.
It's the same tyre we actually had on yesterday, so it's done 2 days. That's sort of some of the things we have to do, not unfortunately being like the full factory riders. I think maybe that just made it wear a little bit quicker. I was a bit concerned at the refuel that it may not make the distance, but it got here, so this is okay.
On four wheels, Hiroshi Mashioka lost a massive amount of time with a suspension failure. The two-time former victor of the Dakar lost just over 3 hours in the overall standings. Contention of victory gone. He says, I overtook a car and hit a ditch at quite a speed. I broke the suspension, so I've lost 3 hours, so a bad day for me. Teammate Stefan Pederhansel had 3 punctures on the stage to Smara. A cold made his eyes watery, literally meaning he could not see the stones in the middle of the road. Luc Alphand only had 1 puncture. He was now 3rd overall. Jutta Kleinschmidt from Germany was 4th overall in the leading Volkswagen. While South Africa's Janil de Villiers was 2nd in the overall standings with his Nissan. The views got more and more spectacular, but no time for Colin McRae to look at them. The 1995 World Rally Champion was quickest on the stage to then lead overall ahead of his teammate by 5 minutes and 28 seconds. It was one of the last few clear days left. Gerard de Rooij from Holland was going great guns until it all went wrong. He rolled his DAF onto its side and he lost an enormous amount of time as he repaired it. He says it doesn't matter, no problem with the engine, that's the main thing. It's just the bodywork that doesn't look so good. We'll be okay for the next stage. We've just got to drive carefully. At least it wasn't as big a crash as this one. Christine Lassière and Alain Labarbe, luckily getting away uninjured. On to stage 6, the stage from Smara to Zuarat, 492 kilometres. Not a good day for Robbie Gordon. In the Volkswagen Touareg, he rolled it, count it, 4 times. But he was lucky to be not injured. It happened 10 kilometres before the second control point. His 7th position overall was slipping through his hands.
See that little tiny kickback right there? Just hit it, just tripped it. No real reason. Bad luck, I guess. We were going okay. It was a really good run for us so far, but damn it. I don't know. Hopefully we can fix the car.
Gordon was not the only one. The overall leader of the Dakar, Colin McRae, also had a big accident. His rally was done and he was out.
There's lots of places like this, it's full speed and you have to be very careful with the bumps. It didn't look so bad, but the sand was very soft at the bottom and the car dug in the sand and then flipped over.
Such was the violence of the accident, McRae lost his sight for some 10 minutes immediately afterwards. A frightening experience. As the sandstorm continued, teammate Janil de Villiers then saw a massive moment for Jutta Kleinschmidt.
Be careful, huh? She's lucky, huh? Yeah, that was close. 10 kilos.
De Villiers later had a puncture in the stage, making it a bad day for Nissan. The South African dropped to 7th overall. Carlos Sousa passed Ari Vatanen in the stage, who was struggling. The Portuguese was now 9th overall. Vatanen returned to service a weary man. Nissan is a small team. I've only tested the car relatively recently before this Dakar, which means this Dakar is really its first proper test. Stefan Pederhansel was going great guns. He won the stage and was making up time for the 3 punctures a couple of days earlier. 5th overall for the Frenchman, only 7 minutes back. Bruno Sabi took the overall lead after the demise of McRae. He and Alphonse did the stage together, but only after Alphonse let Sabi do some of the navigation. The Frenchman ended up 2nd within a minute of Sabi. Nasser Al-Attiyah, he was 4th overall, only 4 minutes back of the overall leader. He was going absolutely like the wind. A good day for me, but very difficult, as I really still feel as if I'm a rookie. I'm still taking too much care though. Happily my co-driver is full of experience. We didn't really make many mistakes. Our target is to be within shooting distance of the best drivers, keep in touch with them, so a good day for us. Elsewhere, things were getting to be a close shave. Australia's Andy Caldicott bolted out of the starting blocks and was well up on the first part of the stage, but the Australian got caught out in the dunes. He then dropped from 1st to 4th overall. That left Fabrizio Mioni to be victorious on the stage, even though he had a rear tyre that had blown its moost. He was 3rd overall, back of Dupre and Coma, 1st and 2nd.
College will never